the winter session has begun and there is absolutely no fall when it comes to politics. You can see on your screens Lok Sabha Live as well as Rajya Sabha. Massive ruckus we saw earlier in the day in the Lok Sabha. In the Rajya Sabha, a big storm was kicked off when Mallikarjun Kharge spoke about the sudden exit of Vice President, of the former Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar. But let's listen into what's happening in Lok Sabha, where sloganeering has already forced one adjournment today.
सभापति महोदय, मैं आपकी कार्यसूची में क्रम संख्या 7 पर मेरे नाम के सामने
माननीय आइटम नंबर 8 माननीय मंत्री श्री धर्मेंद्र प्रधान जी।
अध्यक्ष महोदय, आपकी अनुमति से भारतीय विज्ञान संस्थान बेंगलुरु के विनियम 3.1 एवं 3.1.1 के साथ पठित संस्थानों की संपत्तियों और निधियों की प्रशासन और प्रबंधन की योजना के खंड 9.1 के अनुसरण में इस सभा के सदस्य ऐसे रीत से जैसा कि अध्यक्ष निर्देश दें, योजना और विनियमों की अन्य उपबंध के अधिनियम भारतीय विज्ञान संस्थान बेंगलुरु की परिषद की सदस्य के रूप में कार्य करने के लिए अपने में से 2 सदस्य निर्वाचित करने का प्रस्ताव प्रस्तुत करता हूं।
प्रश्न ये है कि माननीय मंत्री जी द्वारा प्रस्तुत प्रस्ताव को स्वीकृत किया जाए। जो सदस्य प्रस्ताव के पक्ष में है वो हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य प्रस्ताव के विपक्ष में है वो ना कहें। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ, हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ, प्रस्ताव स्वीकृत हुआ। आइटम नंबर 9 माननीय सदस्य डॉक्टर डी पुरंदेश्वरी जी।
I wish to move that this House do extend the time for the presentation of the report of the Select Committee on the Insolvency and Bankruptcy Code Amendment Bill 2025 up to the last day of the winter session 2025.
प्रश्न ये है कि माननीय सदस्य द्वारा प्रस्तुत प्रस्ताव को स्वीकृत किया जाए। जो सदस्य प्रस्ताव के पक्ष में वो हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य प्रस्ताव के पक्ष में नहीं है वो ना कहें। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ।
That very hard that the Speaker of the Lok Sabha, Sandhya Rai, is trying to ensure, she's in the chair right now, she's trying to ensure that there is some kind of work conducted in the lower house. But as you just heard, there is constant sloganeering which is happening behind the chair, and the proceedings which is happening. Band karo, the kind of chants that we can already hear coming in from the Lok Sabha. Remember, for the opposition party, and this is something that they have made very clear, for the opposition party, the biggest issue for them, what they want an immediate, not just a discussion, an immediate discussion on is going to be that of SIR and the BLO debts and what they call vote chori. However, the Prime Minister has given a very categorical response to it, even though the government has said that we are ready and willing to ensure that there are discussions which happen. Let's ensure that the House functions. Earlier in the day, you have the Prime Minister who has said that stop the drama and start working for the Desh. Nirmala Sitharaman, Finance Minister, speaking.
25-26.
आइटम नंबर 12 माननीय मंत्री श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमन जी।
Madam, with your permission, I rise to move for leave to introduce a bill further to amend the Manipur Goods and Services Tax Act 2017.
श्री के राधाकृष्णन जी। जी बोलिए।
I raise objection.
प्रश्न यह है कि विधेयक को पुनर्स्थापित करने की अनुमति प्रदान की जाए। जो सदस्य इसके पक्ष में वो हाँ कहें, जो सदस्य इसके विरोध में वो ना कहें। मेरे विचार में निर्णय हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ, हाँ वालों के पक्ष में हुआ। माननीय मंत्री जी विधेयक को प्रस्तावित करें।
Ma'am, I introduce the bill.
आइटम नंबर 13 माननीय मंत्री श्रीमती निर्मला सीतारमण।
Madam, with your permission, I rise to lay on the table an explanatory statement, Hindi and English versions, showing reasons for immediate legislation by promulgation of the Manipur Goods and Services Tax Second Amendment, Ordinance 2025, number 2 of 2025.
Well, let me go across to Mohit Bhatt, who is joining us from outside the parliament with all the latest developments. Mohit, even as we speak, we have visuals of ruckus which is continuing, and it's interesting because right after the Prime Minister said, stop the narebazi, you must focus on Niti. But clearly, the opposition is not agreeing with him.
Well, in fact, Meghna, in his customary address to the Prime Minister, to the nation and to the fellow MPs, Prime Minister clearly stated that this place, which is the Parliament, is for delivery, not for disruption, not for drama, not for theatrics. And he also stated that from past some time, it has been the habit of the opposition parties that they are venting out their frustration inside the parliament. And we know for a fact that how the opposition parties, they have been saying that they want debate and discussion on SIR, vote chori, the deaths of BLOs, and if that does not happen, they will not allow parliament to function. And similar scenes we are witnessing in Lok Sabha. Now, as soon as the Lok Sabha convened at 11 a.m., we saw the opposition leaders coming out, raising slogans, and then Lok Sabha Speaker clearly stated that every time you cannot do this. Last session, similar scenes were witnessed from Parliament, and also Lok Sabha Speaker said that this is a question hour. Question hour is an important part of the parliamentary process where the MPs ask questions to the ministries regarding, and they hold the ministries accountable for what's happening in the country. But that was a complete washout. Then the Parliament was adjourned till 12 p.m. the Lok Sabha. And now what we see that again, while Nirmala Sitharaman, Dharmendra Pradhan, all of the senior ministers are speaking, the opposition is sloganeering continuously, and they are raising questions about this debate and discussion on SIR. Now, yesterday at the all-party meeting too, the government clearly reached out to the opposition parties that there are important bills which have to be passed in the parliament, and they extended support to the opposition. They asked for their support too, saying that we want to have a healthy debate in the parliament. We are ready for debate and discussion. Don't go for the disruption or the drama inside the parliament. And similarly, Prime Minister stated that the frustration of the opposition parties of losing elections is being vetted out in the parliament session. So what we see is that massive clash inside the parliament. While the leaders are speaking, the proceedings are going on in Lok Sabha. The opposition leaders are coming out, they are raising slogans. So again, Meghna, it's likely that again, after the basic motions that are being tabled by various ministers, again, the Lok Sabha will be adjourned, given the fact that our opposition have clearly stated that unless and until there will be a discussion on SIR or the other issues that the opposition wants to bring up, they will not allow parliament to function. But in the end, Meghna,
right,
we have been doing this for a long time. We have been reporting on parliament for a long time, and every time when it happens, it's the taxpayers' money that is at the loss. For every single hour of parliament to function, there is a huge amount of taxpayer money that is being spent, but then in the end, what we see is that in our parliament, chaotic scenes, drama, disruption, and not debates.
Absolutely.
And in the end, people of the country are suffering.
But remember, there are 13 bills all set to be introduced by the centre in this session. This winter session, it is going to last for 3 weeks, and it comprises of about 15 sittings till the 19th of December. That itself has been criticized by the opposition, saying that it's too short. But even in this 3-week session, watch how the opposition continues to disrupt. Barely any meaningful work has transpired because of the disruptions. In fact, let's tell you how minutes before the parliament session, Prime Minister Modi put opposition on notice. He's taken a whale jibe at the INDIA, saying that they must not focus on defeat, but now work collectively for India's growth. The Prime Minister has also said that the protest by opposition is merely a drama. Listen in.
बिहार में जो चुनाव हुए उसमें भी मतदान के जो विक्रम हुआ है वो लोकतंत्र की सबसे बड़ी ताकत है। माताओं बहनों की जो भागीदारी बढ़ रही है ये अपने आप में एक नई आशा, नया विश्वास पैदा करती है। एक तरफ लोकतंत्र की मजबूती और इस लोकतांत्रिक व्यवस्थाओं के भीतर अर्थतंत्र की मजबूती, इसको भी दुनिया बहुत बारीकी से देख रही है। भारत ने सिद्ध कर दिया है, डेमोक्रेसी कैन डिलीवर। जिस गति से आज भारत की आर्थिक स्थिति नई ऊंचाइयों को प्राप्त कर रही है, विकसित भारत के लक्ष्य की ओर जाने में ये हमें नया विश्वास तो जगाती है, नई ताकत भी देती है। साथियों, ये सत्र संसद देश के लिए क्या सोच रही है, संसद देश के लिए क्या करना चाहती है, संसद देश के लिए क्या करने वाली है, इन मुद्दों पर केंद्रित होनी चाहिए। विपक्ष भी अपना दायित्व निभाएं, चर्चा में ऐसे मुद्दे उठाएं, मजबूत मुद्दे उठाएं।
But despite that warning coming in from the Prime Minister, Lok Sabha has been adjourned for the second time today. Remember, it just kicked off. This is the first day of the winter session, and already due to the repeated disruptions that we've seen in the lower house, the Lok Sabha has been forced to be adjourned till 2 p.m. This is the second adjournment which has happened in barely an hour of the entire winter session convening. In fact, repeatedly we've had warnings going out from the centre, even before during the strategy meeting when you had Kiran Rijiju, the Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister, who had come out and said, let's not disrupt, let's ensure that there is some fruitful discussion, debate, and let's work for the nation. You had the Prime Minister today who came out in the morning and said that it's important that we shun narebazi and instead focus on Niti. Let me go across to Mohit Bhatt. Mohit, second adjournment. The opposition said that it is too short a session. But even in this 3 weeks, if this is the state of affairs, that it's going to be an adjournment after adjournment, what do we expect to achieve in this session?
Well, Meghna, it's completely deja vu for me. In the last particular session also, every day there was a protest by the opposition parties at the Makar Dwar, and post that again sloganeering was being done. There was massive disruption in the parliament, and then the Lok Sabha or the Rajya Sabha used to get adjourned at the regular intervals, and at 4 p.m. it used to get adjourned for the day. Similarly, today is the first day of the parliament. Every single person in this country wants to see that our netas, our MPs, our leaders engage in healthy debate and discussion. While the opposition parties have clearly stated, Meghna, and this is their strategy, now it's clear that they would not let parliament function unless and until the government decides to have a debate and discussion on SIR or the deaths of the BLOs, or about the issue of pollution, or there are other issues like the Delhi blast case. But then whenever the commotion is happening, whenever the slogan is taking place, is taking about the slogans are about vote chori. So SIR is something which will dominate the discourse of these 15 days, these 15 working days of the parliament, because the parliament is till 19th of this month. There are 15 working days, and today it seems that again there will be a complete washout. There are important bills that have to be passed. Prime Minister clearly stated that you can do drama somewhere else. There are places where you can drama sweat breaks, but then Parliament is a place where we work for nation building. We need to work for nation building. We need to have a debate and discussion, but then sadly that is not happening.
Well, of course, the centre and the opposition haven't been able to come eye to eye as to which are the discussions and debates which must happen in the parliament. In fact, there's also a massive showdown which has happened. Mohit, do stay on with us. Massive showdown which has erupted, this time in the Rajya Sabha. This over the remarks which were made by Mallikarjun Kharge a short while back. Mallikarjun Kharge not only did mention Jagdeep Dhankar's unprecedented exit as the then Vice President of India, but also took a dig at the new Rajya Sabha chairperson C.P. Radhakrishnan. In fact, Mallikarjun Kharge, while saying that he also has Congress roots, listen in to the stick that Mallikarjun Kharge took.
I hope you will not mind that I am constrained to refer to your predecessor's completely unexpected and sudden exit from the office of the chairman Rajya Sabha, which is unprecedented in the annals of parliamentary history. I was disheartened that the House did not get an opportunity to bid him a farewell. Regardless, I wish him, on behalf of the entire opposition, a very healthy life. Sri C.K. Kuppaswamy, your uncle has been a member of Indian National Congress and elected to Lok Sabha thrice from Coimbatore, which had been your parliamentary constituency. आप ये भी नहीं भूलना चाहिए कि ये कांग्रेस के घराने से आप आए हैं.
आप कांग्रेस के घराने से आए हैं. Well, that's the veiled message being sent by Mallikarjun Kharge to the Vice President of India. What is it that you read between the lines? We'll leave you, the viewer, to decide. Meanwhile, let's tell you how Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju, J.P. Nadda, Union Minister, they have shown the mirror to the opposition. Top ministers of the NDA have asked, who was Kharge referring to? In fact, key BJP leaders have even said that it was the opposition who disrespected the former Vice President and the chairperson of the Rajya Sabha, Jagdeep Dhankar. Listen in.
खड़गे जी, आपका लोकसभा में लीडर ऑफ ऑपोजिशन आप और आपका चीफ व्हिप जयराम रमेश जी, आप लोगों ने जो हरकतें की है, मैं इस सदन में जिक्र करना नहीं चाहता हूं. एक लोकतंत्र में हम एक दूसरे के प्रति सम्मान देना चाहिए. आप बैठिए. ये तो एलओपी साहब अगर वो विषय से नहीं भटकते तो मुझे कहने का आवश्यकता नहीं पड़ता. सर, ये जो उन्होंने जो मैटर रेफर किया है, ये बहुत अनफॉर्चुनेट है. मैं सदन पर सिर्फ इतने याद दिलाना चाहता हूं कि आप लोगों ने भूतपूर्व उपराष्ट्रपति को, भूतपूर्व चेयरमैन को जिस भाषा का इस्तेमाल करके आप लोगों ने जो अपमान किया, आप क्या वो भूल गए? आप लोगों ने भूतपूर्व चेयरमैन के बारे में जो अनाप शनाप बात करके आप लोगों ने रिमूवल मोशन जो सर्व किया है, और जो भाषा, वो कॉपी अभी भी हमारे पास है. कांग्रेस पार्टी और आप लोगों ने फॉर्मर वाइस प्रेसिडेंट के खिलाफ जो भाषा का इस्तेमाल किया, जो आप लोगों ने रिमूवल नोटिस में जो शब्दों का इस्तेमाल किया, आप लोग खुद सोचिए कि चेयर के गरिमा को आप लोगों ने कितना तार किया है, और आज आप यहाँ ध्यान देने का काम करते हैं. सॉरी सर.
Well, let me go across to Pragya also, who's joining us live from outside the parliament. Pragya, very interesting to see, while everyone said that the opposition is going to be focusing on vote chori, on SIR, on BLOs, on pollution, you have Mallikarjun Kharge dropping in the former Vice President Jagdeep Dhankar's reference. What's the game plan here? Because very clearly this is the centre.
Meghna, this is also a pressure tactics, I would say. And in fact, if you remember, opposition has spoken about Mr. Dhankar a lot ever since he had stepped down. And in fact, this is also a pressure tactic that they had tried on Mr. Radhakrishnan. In fact, when he was also, being elected as chairman of Rajya Sabha and vice president, there were a lot of comments that were made from ends of Mr. Kharge and also from opposition leaders, where they said that Mr. Dhankar, acted in a certain manner. We would wish that we will be heard more in the house. And in fact, what they tried is to do, to corner the chair and also to put a pressure on them to listen to the opposition more. And in fact, the fact is chair is neutral, and their chair is supposed to be neutral and unbiased for every party member. And this is what Mr. Radhakrishnan also said, that my duty is to be responsible to every MP and to hear everyone. But it looks like that opposition is using this particular incident to corner the chair and also to put pressure on the chair. And this is exactly the reason why Mr. Rijiju had to counter opposition, saying that you were the same people who had blamed Mr. Dhankad and used language that is considered derogatory when he was in the chair.
Well, absolutely, which is why Jagdeep Dhankar was also brought in. As Pragya tells us, it's a pressure tactic by the Congress party. Pragya, do stay on with us. More breaking news which is coming in the midst of all this adjournments that we've seen in the Lok Sabha. There's a high-level huddle in the parliament which is currently underway. Well, union ministers, especially the Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju as well as Ashwini Vaishnav, are meeting Prime Minister Modi in the parliament. Let me go across to Mohit, who's getting us the details of it. Mohit, is this to figure out a strategy to end this deadlock where disruptions are disrupting the way forward for the Desh?
It's an important meeting that is taking place with the Prime Minister of the senior ministers. What we know is that Ashwini Vaishnav and Union Parliamentary Affairs Minister Kiran Rijiju are meeting Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Now, this comes in the backdrop of the fact, Meghna, that how the opposition parties are not allowing the parliament to function unless and until there is a debate and discussion on the SIR or the other issues that the opposition is demanding. We know that since morning there have been massive ruckus in Lok Sabha, specifically in Rajya Sabha too there was ruckus. And now what we see is that an important meeting is being held at the PM's office inside the parliament where senior ministers are present, and the strategy that how exactly the flow strategy, the strategy to reach out to the opposition and how to counter the narrative of the opposition is something which is being worked upon inside the PM's office where all the top ministers are reaching. So clearly this is an important meeting, and it comes in the backdrop of the fact that how Prime Minister Meghna in the morning made it clear that the opposition parties should not wet out their frustration of losing the elections inside the parliament. He attacked the opposition, saying that from past some time it has been a trend that whenever opposition parties loses, they come out in the parliament, they take out their frustration in the parliament, and perhaps that is why these meetings are important, because it's also the duty of the Treasury bench to ensure that there has to be smooth functioning of the parliament. The government will surely try to reach out to the opposition parties. Earlier we saw in the last session, Rajnath Singh was given this duty to reach out to the opposition parties to end the stalemate. So whether again we'll see some senior minister speaking to the other opposition parties, that remains to be seen, Meghna.
We'll have to wait and see what's going to be the floor handling strategy that, remember, lies with the centre to ensure that there is functioning in both the houses. What's going to be the way forward? We'll have to wait and see about the centre strategy. Meanwhile, remember, as even Mohit was reminding you, the drama-baz jibe which was hit out by the Prime Minister at the opposition, saying this is all a drama, has met with fierce counter from the opposition ranks. Listen in to what Priyanka Gandhi Vadra and several others in the opposition have to say.
I suggest that urgent issues like what you said, pollution, other issues, SIR, which are these are huge issues. Let's discuss them. What is Parliament for? Let's discuss them. Let them have a discussion. It's not drama. Speaking about issues, raising issues is not drama. Drama is not allowing discussion. Drama is not having a democratic discussion about issues that matter to the public.
First, let him park his ego on his own ego somewhere else. You know, this disproportionate ego which he has, the whole world has witnessed. All his hugging and kissing and jappi and let him answer Trump now, who has told us 62 times that he was the one who managed Operation Sindoor. He's the master for drama. We are no match to him. Ye to manna padega.
Well, unfortunately, that's the narrative coming out of the parliament. Jappis, puppies and all the hugging. Anyways, who really is the drama-baz here? You, the viewers, decide. All the live updates of the final session of this year, the winter session, coming your way right here on Times Now. Don't go anywhere.